Hi everyone, it's Peggy Merwin with Stamp with Peggy. Today is Monday, April 22nd. We only have one Monday left in the month, so it's hard to believe that April is 2/3 of the way done. Hopefully everybody had a great weekend, and I'm going to go ahead and try to get on my computer so I can follow. Make sure you say hi. I see a couple of you are on. Okay, let's get this here. Hi, Jackie. Okay, all right, there we go. You can see that. Okay, so hopefully you had a good weekend. We went up to my mom and dad's and celebrated my mom's birthday, so that was nice. And now it's like scramble time, trying to get things done. We get ready for the trip. We're going to Mexico, which is awesome. We're winding down on the current annual catalog and the spring mini. And I see somebody's finally able to watch live and they're so excited. Yay. Thank you, Linda. Happy birthday to my mom. Hi, Roseanne. Yay. It has been quite a while. So yeah, hopefully you had a wonderful time. Weather was so. I mean, it's April, so it's kind of what it's supposed to be doing. Let's see. Played catch up a little bit. I guess that's it. So, again, reminder, last chance list. That is ending on the 30th, so a week from tomorrow. Big news, tomorrow, the clearance rack refreshes. So there's items up to 60% off there, along with the last chance list with lots of goodies still available. Lots of things have sold out, but lots of really good prices. Stamp sets that I don't remember in the past having seen half-price stamp sets, so that's really cool. We are going to kind of split tonight. We're doing a little bit of what's leaving and a little bit of what's coming. We're going to use one of the new in colors, and we're using a greeting stamp set on our project for tonight. So, and then we're using Petal Park, which we used last week for the Mother's Day card and treat box. Okay, so we're going to use that again because it kind of fit with what I was doing. Before I forget, don't forget to like, share, tag, love. We grew some more this week, which was awesome. So share with everybody. Even if you think they don't like stamping, you might be surprised. Okay, so the first lucky person is getting the iridescent foil gems. And that lucky person is Ruth Epling. And this is backwards, so I apologize. Ruth, please message me or email me your address, and I will get this popped in the mail. I will be catching up on those I'm behind on. Those will be going out in the mail this week. The second person is the Classic Matte Dots. These are leaving, and you know I've used them a ton. You can color them with the Stampin' Blends, so they are awesome. And Luann Knoll, you are the winner of this. So I will be getting those out in the mail to you. Paper Pumpkin people that are with me, I'm getting caught up. Those will go in the mail tomorrow. I just got the new ones, so I'm hoping before we leave that I'll be able to get those done. But if not, I'll get them done as soon as we get back. Let's see, I'm kind of looking around here as to what else. I will talk a little bit as we're going about my In Color Club. I am going to start one, and the timeline is very short. You only have about a week and a half or so to sign up for that. So I will be getting that sent out, but we'll talk about it in a couple minutes also. All right, let's go ahead and flip down. Oh, okay, let's change that. Okay, and we're going to get this down. Okay, coming back up again. Woo. And let's get ourselves all focused in here. Okay, looks like we're not too bad. Let's see, which way do I want to go? Nope, wrong way. I want to go back that way. Okay, here's our host code for one more week. Actually, this one will probably be 2 weeks if I can't get one made while I'm gone. I don't know what kind of internet access I will have. Okay, so here is the Petal Park stamp set that we used last week. this is leaving, and there is a coordinating punch for the flowers, okay? Because we are going to punch them out. And then we're also using the Gorgeous Gingham Designer Paper. We're using the Pretty Peacock paper on our projects today. Okay, that's also leaving us. And then we're using a brand new stamp set, Simply Said. It's got lots of fun greetings, some very block greetings, and then also some script greetings on here. So loads and loads of fun. Okay, you ready to start? Trying to think where. Okay, let's just show those way over there. Okay, so we are going to make a set of 4 cards with a little portfolio holder. This is I really love gifting cards to people. And when you make cards, you have lots of cards around, right? So this is a fun project. It doesn't use much supplies. There is no die cutting. There is no coloring. It takes 3 stamp pads, and I am using Pretty Peacock, Lost Lagoon, and the brand new Petunia Pop. Okay. I'm just going to grab a piece of scratch paper over here. Okay. So we're starting with thick basic white. That is 5.5 by 8.5. For this project, it takes 3 sheets. 2 of them we're scoring at 4 1/4, and then we're cutting them in half at 5.5, so that we have 4 card bases. Okay, so we're going to start with the first card. Then it takes 1 sheet of Pretty Peacock that I cut to 4 by 5 1/4. I cut 4 of those. Those are our bases for our cards that go right here. Then I cut regular basic white, not the thick, and I cut these, 4 of them out of 1 sheet, 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, so all 4 cards are going to start out like this. Some go this way, some go this way. Then I took, and I'm trying to think, 2, 4, 6. It takes like 1 1/3 sheets of designer paper. This piece here is 2 inches by 4 3/4. Whoops, I got the wrong one. Oh no, this card's going to go this way. It's 2 inches by 5 inches because it's going to go right across here. Okay, and then I have another piece of Pretty Peacock that is, and I got to double check, 3 inches by 4 inches, and basic white that is 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. Okay, we're going to start with the basic white, and this Petal Park Stamp Set has leaves, outlines. We're going to start with Pretty Peacock. Yay, Nancy, you found me. Hi, Susan Berry. Thanks for joining. Marianne, thank you guys for commenting in here so I can see who is here. Okay, so I'm starting with the Pretty Peacock, and we're going to ink up the leaf outline. Okay, and then, and I'm just kind of looking at my sample a little bit. Okay, we're just going to stamp it kind of in the corner here. Isn't that cool? Okay, now I'm going to show you something. Sometimes with these stamps, when you take them off the plastic, they stretch out of shape. So if you lay it down on your surface and then you put your block on top of it. But now I'm going to use the inside of the leaves. And when I first just slapped it on here, they didn't line up at all. So if you take the insides and you lay it over the top of the outlines and you get things lined up, and again, some of this stuff isn't perfect lineups. Some of them are a little bit off, and that's okay. Okay, so I've got it lined up. Then I take my block and I put my block on top of it. Now I know that when I stamp it with my ink for the insides, it's going to line up. I'm going to set that one out of the way. Okay, so now I'm using Lost Lagoon, which is kind of a lighter shade. It gives you a little bit of a monochromatic with Pretty Peacock. Nope. An easy way on this one to line up, you have 2 sets of leaves and 2 sets of leaves. The other side only has 1, okay? And I'm trying to look over the top of the camera, so, and you just hover over the outline and then you stamp the inside, okay? So there we have, and that is going to go onto our card base. Okay, so let's start to assemble. Okay, so we're going to put this on here, and we're just eyeballing, kind of centering it top to bottom. And then we're going to put this one on right here, and then we're going to put this one on. Okay, so again, remember this, the base layout, what we have, not the designer paper, but the other 3 pieces is exactly the same on all 4 cards, okay? All right, now we're going to take one of the greetings in the Simply Said is hello. Okay, so we're gonna grab some Pretty Peacock, and I'm gonna flip this around so that I have a bigger space here, and I'm just going to stamp hello right down there in the corner, okay? And anything with Pretty Peacock is your favorite, Annette. It is a very cool color, and then I love the combination with Lost Lagoon. The new catalog has kind of a color wheel inside, and I can't show it to you yet, but that's what I used to figure out Petunia Pop. The color wheel on the inside of the catalog, right across from Pretty Peacock, is Petunia Pop. So it's like, all right, that should be a coordinating. Okay, another thing is when there's a coordinating punch, you want to make sure you look at the orientation of the punched items so that when you put your stamp on your block, it kind of lines up. It doesn't have to be exact, but at least you're not stamping it like this and then you can't get it into your punch, okay? So my big one is on the lower right. That's how I've mounted it. And it's all one stamp. So I'm going to pick up Petunia Pop, and I'm going to stamp it on this square. And then I'm going to grab the insides, which I did the same thing. And I'm going to use Petunia Pop again, but I'm going to stamp it off on my scratch paper so that I get a much lighter version. And ta-da! Isn't that pretty? It's a very cool color. Okay, then we just stick it into our punch and punch it out. All right, we adhered that. So let's get a couple of these things out of the way. Let's pull our card base back in. And we're going to, of course, put this on with dimensionals. Thank you, Mary Beth. Okay, then we're just going to line that up in the center here. And then we're going to take our flowers and we're going to attach those. Now, kind of here, to me, that means, all right, we're going to line that right up in there. And there really is no exact lineup, okay? And then we're putting a dimensional on the medium flower. And here's where you start playing, going, well, where do I want it? And then I took one of the mini ones on the little flower. And then we're just going to pop that one under here a little bit. Okay. Then this set has little dots. And you know I love doing that. So I'm going to take the Lost Lagoon. And I probably should have done it before I added my dimensionals. But as you can see, it's small enough. It works just fine. And we're just going to add, there are a few in the stamp. We're just going to add a couple more. again, then I don't need to add any more embellishments because I already have it in there. There's first card. Okay. All right, then we're going to move on to card number 2. Okay, so again, we have the same card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, and then 4 by 5 1/4, and 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, this time I have a piece of designer paper that is 1 inch by 3 3/4 because it will go right down here at the bottom. Okay, we're going to stamp our leaves, so I need to find my outlines first, and I'm using Pretty Peacock. Okay, then give me 2 seconds here to, okay, and we're just going to kind of twist it up like that, and then we're going to take our solid insides with Lost Lagoon, and we're going to stamp that in there. And as it dries, then it lightens up some. Okay, on this card, I did birthday wishes in Pretty Peacock. So again, I'm just kind of looking at this. I have not adhered anything yet. So if I have to, I can still flip it over. Okay, now we're going to take, we have another square of basic white. We're going to take our flower outlines in Petunia Pop. And then we're going to do, again, the insides. We're going to stamp them off so that they're lighter than the outlines. And again, you can see I just hover over, get it as close as I can, and then stamp it down. Pull our punch in here and punch our flowers out. Okay, we got to get that corner up there. There we go. And then we start assembling our card. I might as well get my dimensionals on there. One on there, one on there, and a little one on there. Pull our card base back in and start assembling. Hi, Fran. Thanks for joining. Hi, Annie. Okay, so then we're just going to adhere that. And then we're going to adhere this. Those of you who did the March paper pumpkin with me, not this stamp set, we're using the free stamp set that came with the kit. Because the March kit, you got 2 stamp sets. And you're going to make one of these 4 card sets a little bit different, and the little portfolio. Annie, this is the word set is, the flowers is Petal Park, and it is the coordinating punch. And give me 2 seconds here. Okay, the punch is, because back then they didn't name them, it is the Petal Park Builder Punch in the current catalog that's about to expire. And then the greetings are Simply Said, which is coming out in the new annual catalog that starts next Wednesday. Okay, we're going to do that. And then we're just going to tuck that one up in there. And then we're going to get our Lost Lagoon, and we're going to add some more little dots around our card base. Okay, there's card number 2. Okay, where did I put? Okay, there's that. Card number 3. Look at how fast it's going. Okay, and I did cut these ahead of time, but these are very fast cuts. Again, no die cutting. So you really don't, you could get the bundle stamp pads you have. You can do it in whatever colors you have, but if you're starting from scratch, the stamp set, 3 stamp pads, which you could get by without. You could get by with 2 stamp pads and do with the Pretty Peacock for the inside of the leaves. You could do the exact same thing that we're doing with the Petunia Pop and stamp it off. I just thought it was a little bit easier. Okay. Okay, so there's our card base. It's going this way this time. This is going down on the bottom of it. Okay, so we're going to pull in our leaf outline again. And you know what? I'm going to stamp my words first, just so that I can get a visual as to where I want those leaves. Okay, we're going to put this down here. We're going to put thinking of you. So again, it's a nice variety. It makes a great gift because you're kind of covering multiple things. Okay, and then we are going to stamp that. Oh, that's okay, Mary Beth. Sometimes we'll look at and go, let's see, what was that? So yeah, Petal Park is the stamp set with the leaves and the coordinating punch. And then, so that's available now through, well, until it sells out. I checked before I designed, and it was still available at that time, which was tonight, because you know I don't do it way in advance like I should. Okay, all right. And then the Simply Said will be available starting Wednesday next week. May 1st. Catalogs are going out in the mail tomorrow. Other than those who will be at Coffee, Cocoa, and Cards Wednesday night, you will get your spiral bound catalog there. Okay. All right. We're putting that on our card. And I'm going to run out of adhesive before I finish. Okay. Then again, we're going to do our flowers, our outlines, and then our insides stamped off once. And punch those out. Okay. Okay, get those out of the way. Let's get dimensionals on the backs of those. There's that, oops. And a little one there. Let's get our card back up here in the picture. Okay, we're gonna start with our big one up there. And then the medium one, we're gonna pop in there. And the little one on this one, we're gonna pop over here. And then we're gonna add some more little dots. We're gonna add some dots over here a little bit. Okay, there's card number 3. Yes, Mary Beth, that was Meandering Meadows that I had on my blog post this morning. Okay, that's card number 3. So our 4th card. Okay, again, remember we have the same 3 base pieces, which makes it super easy. If you're preparing, some of you are demonstrators, some of you aren't, but you love to stamp with friends. It's really easy to prep and get this ready. Yep. Okay. Got to grab another seal it refill. 2 seconds. Talk amongst yourselves. You would think I'd remember by now to bring one over here with me, right? Okay, do that. Okay, there's that. And come on, in you go. All right. goes on there. This card's going up and down. Or vertical should be the correct terminology, right? Okay, so now we have a piece that is 2 inches by 4 3/4 of the designer paper. That's going to go right there. I have absolutely loved this designer paper. And I'll be honest, I have not had time to really scour over the new catalog to know for sure what we do have coming. Okay, that one's going to go there. We have our basic white piece. We are going to stamp Happy Birthday. Well, that's mounted on there crooked. But good thing is I can just line it up down here and stamp Happy Birthday. Hi, Teresa. Always better late than never, right? And you can always go back and watch the replay. Okay. So now we are stamping again our outline in Pretty in Pink. The inside of the leaves with Lost Lagoon. And as you can see, I just kind of keep twisting the leaves to fit. Sometimes it's easier to put the words on first because then you know what you have to work with around it. Okay, so that will go on there. Now we take our square again with Petunia Pop and the flower outlines. And then the inside of the flowers with Petunia Pop stamped off. And our punch. And we get in there. And I should have made this piece just a little bit longer. As you can see, it works. Okay. Did I say Pretty in Pink? Whew, I'm so excited to use that color, gotta tell you. Okay. Those of you coming to Coffee, Cocoa, and Cards Wednesday night, we are going to play with new stuff. New colors, new papers, new stamps. Okay, we're going to adhere this onto here. And let's get down here a little bit. Okay, then we're going to attach this onto the card base. And I love that you can do this, add so much color, but not have to use a lot of designer paper. You can get a lot of cards out of one package of designer paper doing it like this. And Deb said you had your first goldfinch at the feeder. Well, yay! That means spring is here, right? Okay, then, let's pop that one over there. And then we're going to tuck the little one up under there. And there's card number 4. Okay, now we need to make our portfolio to put our cards in. Okay. So we are starting with a piece, a full sheet of thick basic white. It is 8.5 by 11. I scored it at 5.5, and then I turned and scored it at 2 1/4. Okay, so I'm going to fold it in half on the 5.5 inch mark. And then I'm going to come down here where my score line is, and I'm going to take my scissors. And I'm going to go right at the score line, and I'm going to just cut at an angle. It doesn't matter. You don't have to measure it. Okay. Then I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to fold those bottom edges up. That's what's going to hold our cards and envelopes in place. Okay. So we can. I have 2 cards and 2 envelopes. And I did the happy birthday. That just fits there. And then I have the other, and I did the birthday wishes so that both cards inside are standing straight up and down. Okay, what do I got going here? Okay, so then it folds in half. Hi, Sheila. Okay, so now we're going to build just like we did the card. I have Pretty Peacock. That is 5 inches by 5 3/4. We're going to adhere that right to the front of our portfolio. And who said they just got home? Cheryl, yay. Sheila Wright, I saw a couple of posts today and keeping everybody in my prayers. Okay. I'm leaving my cards in there, which makes it a little harder right now to adhere this because it's bulging just a little bit. But that's because now I'm going to take ribbon. I have 24 inches of ribbon. And we're just going to center it. And then we're going to make our ends kind of sort of even and tie a bow to hold it all in place. Okay, so we've got a bow on the side. That holds our portfolio closed. We kind of line that up in the center. Then I have a piece of basic white that is 4 3/4 by 5 1/2. Okay, so just like our cards, we have our base, we have the Pretty Peacock, we have the basic white, and then we build the front of our portfolio from there that coordinates with our cards. Okay, so then I have another 2 inch, and this one is 2 by 5. We're going to adhere that right onto here, just like we did on the 2 cards. Okay, so it's going right here. Oh, yay! Well, happy birthday! That's awesome. Okay, we again have the Pretty Peacock. It's 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 this time with a basic white that's 3 by 4. So guess what? We're grabbing the outlines in pretty and not pretty in pink. There, Linda. I almost said it again. Pretty Peacock. Okay, and we're going to stamp it just like this, kind of filling this whole piece. And then we're going to pull in the insides, and we're going to use Lost Lagoon. And we're going to stamp that, lining it up. I look at the big leaves to line it up. I don't look as much at the little ones. I kind of give it a glance, but those are much harder to get those to line up. All right, I'm going to close these two so that I don't get stuff all over. Okay, that's going to get adhered onto here. Look at this, 35 minutes, and we have 4 cards and a portfolio. How cool is that? You could whip this out on the way out the door to go to someone's and take a lovely little hostess gift to someone hosting a party. How about coming up for Mother's Day? Craft shows. I know Jeanne does craft shows. Annette, your stuff with the church. This would be a fun project too, right? There you go. Annie's going to definitely recreate this one. Yay. Okay, so we're going to put this onto the front here. And then, of course, we need, but this time we're going to do 2 sets of the flowers. So we're going to stamp once and twice. And then we need our insides and our scratch paper. Okay, remember again, the Petunia Pop is one of the new in colors. So a great way to collect the in color items, the papers, the colors, stamp pads, the Stampin' Blends, the designer paper, embellishments, is my in color club. It's a great way to get some of all of it, but spread it out over time. Or for the people like Jackie and I who want it all, I have a special deal for that also. And then you also each month get 2 card kits using the products that you're getting that month. Okay, so it's a great way It's kind of like Christmas every single month from May through September. And by September, you will have all 5 in color items to be able to design like crazy. Okay, so we have 2 of each size. So we're going to start, and we're going to put the first one. Let's see, what did I do? It's laid a little different. So again, I'm going to go with this little dip one, and I'm going to overlap it a little bit. And then I'm going to go with a medium one up here. And then we're going to put a little one, kind of tucking it under here. And then we're going to go with another big one over this way. Excuse me. And a medium one. And a little tiny one. And the thing I forgot were my little dots again. Again, I'm using Lost Lagoon. And we're just going to fill in. Oops, I did that last time too. Make sure you don't have ink all over your stamp or your block. Luckily, it kind of blends, so it doesn't show up really well. Just have to be a little careful, or a little more careful. Roseanne, correct my English. And Linda says, bling, 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 right? That's my little bling. Now you could, I didn't want to add any more bulk to the flowers, but you could put little pearls, the iridescent pearls, in the center of those flowers. How pretty would that be? Okay. All right, I'm going to trade out portfolios just because I don't like that little green glob on there. And we're going to pull in our 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Can I get them all on the screen at once? I think so. Let's scroll back up here. And then down here. Okay, we need to go up a little bit. But there you can see 4 cards, and then the coordinating portfolio makes a fabulous gift. Okay? All right. In Color Club. And I'm still finalizing, but here's where I'm at right now. $45 a month. You pick up, or $53 if I'm mailing it. The 5 colors are Peach Pie, Petunia Pop, Pretty in Pink, Shy Shamrock, and Summer Splash. On the monthly club, you're going to get 1 pack of cardstock in the color. So say the first month is Summer Splash. You're going to get a full 24 pack. You're going to get the ink pad, the Stampin' Blends. You're going to get 8 sheets of that month's designer paper. You're going to get 5 sheets of, oh, and that's not going to be every month. That one I need to change. You're going to get 1 of the glimmer sheets each month, and then you're going to get 2 yards of the coordinating ribbon. All of that for $45 or $53 a month. Once you complete the 5 months, then you're going to get the in color shimmer dots, and you're going to get 24 6x6 sheets of Unbounded Beauty designer paper that has all of the in colors in it, in the different papers, okay? Pretty good deal. If, Jackie, we can't wait, we need it all, and we need it right now, you're going to get an assorted pack of cardstock. So you're going to get 4 sheets of all 5 colors. You're going to get the in color ink pad bundle, so there's a little savings there. You're going to get the refills. Notice you don't get the refills on the monthly. You can add those onto an order. So you're going to get the ink refills. You are going to get the Stampin' Blends, 2 of each color, so you get a total of 10 Stampin' Blends. You get the full package at one time of designer paper. You get 5 6x6, so you get all 5 colors of the glimmer paper. You get 2 yards of all 5 colors of ribbon. You get the in color resin dots. And that might not be right. I got to go back and look at that. But you're getting the dots that go with that. That is $165, and it ships directly to your house. Okay? You pay the tax, shipping and tax on that, and then I will add and send to you the in color shimmer dots and the designer paper, plus On this one, you get 5 card kit. So you get 1 in each color. Okay. On this one, you get 2 cards each month, 2 different cards. Deadline is May 5th or May 4th. Either option. Yeah, May 4th. So a week from this coming Saturday. So almost 2 weeks. And then I will place the orders once I return on May 5th. Get everything here, get everything cut, designed, packaged, and sent off to you or let you know it's here so that you can pick it up. So that's a lot of words right now, but I will be getting this posted out. I put finishing touches on it, and obviously I have a couple things to share, but yeah, aren't they, Tina, aren't they just so pretty? So that's it for now. I will not be live next Monday night, other than maybe, depending on the internet, maybe I can pop on to say hi and show you the resort that we're at, okay? So for now, you guys have a fabulous week, and I will see you for sure on May 6th. I think that's the Monday, but possibly I'll do a little sneak peek next Monday. Everybody have a great week. Take care, and thank you so much. Bye-bye.